Walk through any modern supermarket. The shelves are full. But what happens when the trucks stop running? Most of the food we buy has a shelf life of days, maybe weeks. But what if there was a forgotten blueprint for a pantry filled with delicious, nutritious foods that could last for 20, 30, even 50 years? Today, we are unlocking the secrets of the Amish Forever Pantry and revealing 20 foods they stockpile that almost never expire. This is a masterclass in true food security, so if you're ready to build a smarter pantry, make sure you subscribe. Welcome back to the Colony Legacy. The Amish are masters of self-sufficiency. Their entire world is built on the principle of providing for themselves, independent of the fragile systems we all rely on. At the heart of this independence is their food pantry. It's not just a collection of cans, it's a multi-generational library of sustenance, a treasure trove of foods preserved using timeless wisdom. Today we're not just listing these foods, we're decoding the philosophy behind them. Item number 1. Raw honey. The first item is nature's perfect preservative. Raw, unfiltered honey is one of the only foods on Earth that literally never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are thousands of years old and still perfectly edible. The secret is its chemical makeup. Honey is extremely low in moisture and highly acidic, two conditions that make it impossible for bacteria and microorganisms to survive. The Amish value honey not just as a sweetener but as a survival food and a natural medicine. Item number 2. Hardtack, Amish crackers. This is the ultimate survival bread. Hardtack is a simple, unleavened biscuit made from just flour, water, and salt. It's baked multiple times until it is rock hard and contains virtually no moisture. While not the most delicious food on its own, it is an incredible source of carbohydrates that can last for 50 years or more if kept dry. The Amish often store it for emergencies, knowing it can be softened in milk, soup, or water to provide a life-sustaining meal. Item number 3. Dried beans. In every Amish pantry, you will find large sacks and jars of dried beans. Kidney beans, pinto beans, navy beans. Dried beans are a nutritional powerhouse. They are packed with protein, fiber, and essential minerals. When kept in a cool, dark, and dry place, they can maintain their nutritional value for 30 years or more. They are the cornerstone of a self-sufficient diet, providing the protein that might otherwise come from perishable meat. Item number 4. White rice. While corn is their staple grain, the Amish understand the value of white rice for long-term storage. Unlike brown rice, which contains oils in its bran layer that can go rancid within a year, white rice has had that layer removed. When stored in an airtight container away from oxygen and light, white rice can remain perfectly edible for over 30 years, providing a reliable source of calories. Item number 5. Rolled oats. Another pantry staple is rolled oats. Like rice and beans, oats are a durable dry good that provides incredible nutritional value. They are a fantastic source of carbohydrates, fiber, and protein. Stored properly in a sealed container, they can easily last for 2 to 3 decades. For a community that starts its day with hard physical labor, a hearty bowl of oatmeal is the perfect fuel. Item number 6. Salt. This is the most essential item on the list. Salt is not just a seasoning, it is the master preservative. As we've seen in previous episodes, it's used to cure their meats, ferment their vegetables, and preserve their dairy. But pure salt itself, stored away from moisture, is eternal. It will never expire. An Amish pantry without a massive stockpile of salt is unimaginable. Item number 7. Pure maple syrup. In the cold, late winter months, Amish families engage in a tradition called sugaring, tapping maple trees to collect their sap. This sap is then boiled down for hours and hours until it becomes pure, delicious maple syrup. Because of its incredibly high sugar concentration, pure maple syrup, when sealed properly, can last indefinitely. It is their primary, self-produced sweetener for the entire year. Item number 8, lard, rendered animal fat. In our world, we rely on vegetable oils that can go rancid. The Amish rely on a more stable, traditional fat, lard. After butchering a hog, the fat is carefully rendered down, a process of slow melting that separates the pure fat from any impurities. This rendered lard is then stored in crocks or jars in a cool root cellar. It is completely shelf-stable for a year or more, and is their primary fat for baking flaky pie crusts and for frying. Stockpiling these amazing foods is just the first step. The real genius is in the hands-on techniques the Amish use to preserve their fresh harvest, from meats to vegetables, without any electricity. To discover those 7 core secrets, don't miss our deep dive on that topic. Check the description for the link to 7 Amish secrets to preserving food. Item number 9, ghee, clarified butter. How do you preserve the goodness of butter without refrigeration? You turn it into ghee. Ghee is made by slowly simmering butter until all the water has evaporated and the milk solids have separated. The pure butter fat that is left behind is incredibly stable. When stored in a sealed jar, it can last for many months, even years, in a cool cellar, providing the rich flavor of butter long after the fresh churn is gone. Item number 10, cornstarch, a simple but incredibly versatile item. Cornstarch is a pure starch extracted from corn. As long as it is kept perfectly dry, it will never spoil. The Amish use it as a thickener for gravies, soups, and pie fillings. It is a reliable, multi-purpose tool in their self-sufficient kitchen. Item 11, powdered milk. While they often have fresh milk from their own cows, the Amish are also pragmatic. They understand the value of stockpiling powdered milk for lean times or for emergencies. Stored in a sealed container, non-fat powdered milk can last for over 20 years, providing a crucial source of calcium and protein. Item number 12, dried pasta. While many Amish make their own noodles, dried pasta bought from a store is another excellent long-term staple they often keep. Made from just flour and water and completely dehydrated, it can last for decades if kept in a sealed container, offering a quick and easy source of calories. Item number 13, bouillon cubes. These small cubes of dehydrated broth, salt, and seasonings are a flavor powerhouse with an incredibly long shelf life. They allow an Amish cook to quickly create a savory and comforting soup base in the middle of winter, using only stored water and a few dried vegetables. Item number 14, popcorn kernels. This is both a comfort food and a survival food. Unpopped popcorn kernels, when kept in a dry, airtight container, can last almost indefinitely. It's a source of whole grain fiber and provides a simple morale-boosting snack that can be cooked easily over a wood stove. Item number 15, hard apple cider and vinegar. The Amish are masters of preventing waste, and this extends to their apple harvest. Apples that aren't eaten fresh or canned are pressed for cider. Much of this cider is allowed to ferment, first into hard cider, an alcoholic beverage that can last for a very long time, and then further into apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is a preservation powerhouse in its own right, used for pickling and canning, and it never expires. Here at the Colony Legacy, we see this as a perfect example of their cyclical, zero-waste wisdom. Item number 16, pemmican. This is the ultimate survival food, a recipe borrowed from Native American wisdom. Pemmican is a mixture of rendered fat, tallow, dried and powdered meat, like beef jerky, and sometimes dried berries. When prepared correctly, this calorie-dense superfood can last for 50 years or more without refrigeration. It's a compact, lightweight, and incredibly nutritious food that sustained explorers and hunters for centuries. Item number 17, wheat berries. Instead of storing flour, which can go rancid, the Amish often store the whole, unprocessed wheat kernels, or wheat berries. In this form, with their protective bran layer intact, the grains can last for over 30 years. When they need flour, they simply grind the amount they need for that week using a hand-cranked mill. This ensures their bread is always fresh, nutritious, and made from a secure, long-lasting supply. Item number 18, pure vanilla extract. A small but important item. Pure vanilla extract, because it is preserved in alcohol, has an indefinite shelf life. The flavor may even deepen and mature over time. It's a simple luxury that allows them to add a touch of familiar comfort to their baking, a small taste of richness that lasts forever. Item number 19, dried herbs and spices. The Amish garden is also a pharmacy and a spice rack. At the end of the growing season, herbs like oregano, thyme, mint, and medicinal plants like echinacea are harvested and hung in bundles to dry. Once completely dehydrated, these herbs and spices, when stored in airtight jars away from light, can retain their potency for many years, providing flavor and health benefits throughout the winter. Item number 20, the philosophy of abundance. The final and most important food they stockpile is not a food at all. It's a philosophy. It is the knowledge, the skills, and the community mindset to produce and preserve their own food. Their pantry is not just a collection of items, it is the physical manifestation of their self-reliance. They understand that true food security doesn't come from a full supermarket, but from a full mind and a community that knows how to work together. That is their ultimate secret, and it is a secret that will truly never expire. So what did we learn? Lasting security comes from simple, shelf-stable staples, paired with timeless skills and community discipline. Build your pantry deliberately, rotate it wisely, and keep learning the crafts that make food independence possible. If this helped, please subscribe and tell us what you'll add next to your own forever pantry. The Amish pantry is a testament to their self-sufficiency, but they aren't the only ones with a powerful food legacy. To see what we can learn from the superfoods of another ancient culture, the Hutterites, make sure you subscribe to the Colony Legacy for our upcoming documentary, 15 Hutterite Superfoods You've Never Heard of.